Hi and welcome to this week's Halloween inspired Woohoo Wednesday. If you have felt that intuitive nudge to choose symbol number 6, which is the skull, then this is your divine soulful message, which is the card of love. So the message at the bottom says, you embody so much love, it radiates from within you. Thank you. The gorgeous thing that's coming through with this message in conjunction with the symbol and connection with the card is about being able to get to the depths of your beingness and being able to Hi and welcome to this week's Halloween inspired Woohoo Wednesday. If you have felt that intuitive nudge to choose symbol number 6, which is the skull, then this is your divine soulful message. It is the card of love. So the message at the bottom says, you embody so much love, it radiates from within you. Thank you. The message that comes through, which I love about the connection between the symbol and the card message, is the skull is about the death of self. So it is the death of the pattern and the cycle of overgiving. The death and cycle of having your boundaries too flexible, allowing people to treat you in ways that you've outgrown and you're finding frustrating and annoying and are angered by it because you think to yourself, why is it someone's treating me like this? I'm pretty sure I didn't agree to that. But that's because your boundaries have become too flexible. Everything that you have done up until this point has come from this gorgeous radiance of love from within your own self, but you have forgotten to take care of yourself. And that is why it is the death of that old cycle of putting other people as more of a priority against yourself. It is so vital that you take care of you. The world needs you to be at your most optimal self, and you cannot continue to give if your cup is empty. So this week's message is about that self-love. And self-love isn't about just, sitting there and sitting in a bath and, putting a face mask on or going to have a massage. It's about setting firm boundaries. It is about saying yes to you. It is about learning to say no and stop overgiving, being able to be committed to your dreams and desires, to shower yourself with the same love and reverence that you naturally give to others. Now it is time to turn the spotlight on your own self and give yourself the love that you naturally give to others. And a part of that is invoking all of these new ways of being, these new relationships, not only with your own self, but boundaries is about allowing relationships to evolve to new levels, because as we evolve, our boundaries need to be examined in order to have a look at what is working and what's not. So this is a time of deep internal reflection, and sometimes remember the paradox is that sometimes we learn things from the polar opposite. So if you're feeling anger, frustration, exhausted, annoyed, blame, shame, or guilt, these are very self-fueled emotional states because your soul's saying, I want you to get so engaged in these raw emotions, which is the color of the red, and here's that passion. I want you to become passionate about these emotions that are coming up, because it is only when our pain points are at really high levels do we as humans choose to make different choices. If we sit in comfortable pain points or comfortable levels within that pain point, there's nothing really there inspiring us to make any drastic changes. So that's why the dial is being turned up on all of these things that are being brought into your consciousness to create rapid change. Now, the gorgeous thing that also comes through with this message is sometimes we can get overwhelmed with how many changes that we need to be able to implement. Now, the beautiful thing is life has this gorgeous ripple effect, like you throw a pebble into the ocean and it sets off this beautiful ripple effect. Usually when we start examining, looking at our boundaries, sometimes, and this is where you need to feel into your intuition, feel what emotion is the one that is the most fueled at the moment for you. And knowing that when we make changes in one area of our life, it naturally ripples into other areas. So you may find that everything is wanting to call your attention at the moment, but the moment you start actually looking at ways to be able to become solution focused on what's not working and solution focused on what is it that you want to be able to implement to create change, that is also therefore going to put your mind into that solution focused and get out of some of those really raw emotions, and know that when we start making changes in one area of our life, it naturally comes full circle and creates this gorgeous new level of healthy boundaries and healthy new ways for you to be within your own self. You are gorgeous soul, but now it is time to take care of you, because as I mentioned before, the world needs you at your most optimal level. And how that's going to be done is you are going to be required to take a little bit of a step back and give yourself the energy that you've been giving to others and start taking care of yourself. Now, I believe that I would dare say that you would have already been receiving that intuitive information, but you have stayed in your old patterns and put other things more of a priority. As they say, we can willingly follow the intuitive guidance that our soul is wanting for us to be able to implement. And if they are part of really big soul plans, then you can either choose to willingly accept the changes that your soul is wanting, or you're going to be what I call skull dragged, which is why I love the skulls come up, because your soul will just skull drag you into making those changes. And this is where we can find the transformation a lot more confronting, and resistance can play a really big part. So choose to accept this invitation from your soul to make the changes, because you are worthy and deserving of this. So I wish you an incredibly amazing week ahead. If you are a Halloween buff like myself, I hope you have a fabulous Halloween evening on October the 31st, and don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know how this resonates with you, or click the subscribe button, and I will see you again next week. So much love, take care.